The vocals on this is so clean, man. You know, we have a comment on the chat room says vocals are clean.
So give that,
you know. when you listen back to this track, does it bring back memories?
Yeah, I think for this track, you know, if I were to say, I didn't think my vocals were so good on this track. To
really?
Be honest, no. When I recorded this song, I wanted to do it over, and Bobby said, "It's have a street sound, you know, need to try to get the perfect sound on this one," because they're always thinking I'm trying to get it perfect.
Yeah.
But it worked for what it is, you know. So I think the diction is good, and that's important. People can hear what you're saying. That's the most important thing.
So what do you think, as a veteran in the business? What do you think about the music today, the artists today?
This is it is a rivalry to happen. I don't know why people trying to sound alike, but there's this imitation mode that everybody's in, and we think we need more originality coming out of the music, and the recycling of the beats, and the recycling of the chord structure. You know, nobody, like I said earlier, nobody thinks about a solo now, a bridge. Take it to the next level, because that's what it is, you know. The compositions that used to, let's go back to Burt Bacharach. And, you play music, you know music from that time.
Of course.
The music was written. Today's music is not written, it's programmed. It's just a loop, and even so man buy CD with so many loops, so many different grooves and loops, and you just sample and cut and paste, and you find a hook line and that's it. There's no composition.
Gotcha.
You know? That is the problem, because the beat is forcing you to write just like how the beat is playing. You know, so then you have producers making a beat without any vocal guidance, sending it out to different singers. Oh, you put a song on the beat. We make songs. We write the songs, we write the lyrics, and we compose the music to enhance our lyrics. That's what music is about. So I think the music today suffers from the knowledge of the music. The business is suffering from a lack of knowledge. You know, people don't really take time out to study what was going on. I mean, I'm doing an interview back home and I'm talking to the host and I'm telling them about Aswad and Third World and Steel Pulse, and they don't know. They don't know. Who is Aswad? That's the question that I was asked. Aswad is one of the top reggae bands, you know, like, you didn't know? No. I just know of Morgan Heritage because they were born that time, and they were born just after those guys probably broke up. But there wasn't the music. Go research. I say, listen, you need to go research. Because that's the music that inspired most of us today. You know, you're talking about the great bands. The greatest bands. When I used to go to Sunsplash RICOVIBES, not Sunfest, Sunsplash. That was a band festival in Jamaica every year. You know, I mean, everybody was excited. We used to play like 5-10 minutes walk from Sunsplash. I couldn't wait to finish out, come off my bandstand to walk over to Sunsplash to hear a great band from wherever. Lucky Dube, Alpha Blonde came in. It was a moment, man. So now I see this there's no organics in the thing, it's just generic. So that's where the music is at today. We need to recapture it and appreciate what you're doing, man. I just appreciate you pushing the music. We need people to push the music, because that's the problem. Mainstream radio corrupt the ears too long, and everybody have an agenda when they're on the radio. You have a party, you have a dance, you have your own agenda. You're not playing the music for the music. So the music is in your box, yet it didn't play it, you know. I have to use the fans now to push the radio to play. You know, the fans making the request list probably is the only good thing with the radio station, so people could hear what they want to hear.
What do you, I mean, you haven't been on the chart, I don't think, in a minute, right? But you don't mind, of course. In Jamaica, that is. In Jamaica, that is. What do you think is wrong with radio, or if there's anything wrong with radio in Jamaica?
Yes. Radio in Jamaica, too much, like I say, agenda. Too much agenda. And they need to look at, I think what they try to do is the hype, because then, you know, you talk about hype. Jamaica is very hype. They don't want, I don't think they want to let go of the hype. The hype is, it's all about the hype. So they play the hype as artists, and it's good to say, oh, this man, and that man is not really a representation of what the music is supposed to be. I'm not saying I am all that neither, but they've spent too much time focusing on hype and drama and not pushing music for the music. That's what I think is happening down there. So many radio stations, we've had more stations now than before, and yet it's less music, more noise. There was a time in Jamaica we were forced to hear the radio. Radio 2 FM, non-stop music. Everybody was listening to it. We used to have one channel on television. We never had so many. Everybody would see one video. I'm not saying I'm not saying that we need to live in the past,
right.
but we need to focus and carve and create programs to educate these people about music. Because like I said, from the school level right up to the production level, there's no, you know, if you have in studios interviews like on the TV, maybe you could bring in artists demonstrating what's going on, go to the rehearsal studios, go to, you know, reasoning with a musician in the studio again, what's going on. There's nothing like that. It's more like who's dressing up, who's wearing the latest, who's the parties, the car. It's a hype, you know. So, and then people look at Jamaica as a catalyst for what's going on with the music, and then just, you know, follow what Jamaica is doing. Yeah. So people need to just look at it for what it is, man. I say just play the music for the music. You know, you can't hype what talent really is supposed to be. And for me, I don't need hype. If I'm blessed with talent, which I think God gave me something special, why you need hype?
Yeah, sure.
You don't need it. You know, so I might not be on the charts there, but I was #1 and still number 2 in Hartford, Connecticut for 3-4 weeks, and number 2 in New York. Right. Just promoting a new single, Hooked on You, without it being released. That tells me somebody's been sitting on the songs for a long time.
Right.
But since I've been in the States this summer doing my promotions, here goes a song from number 10 to #1 without it being released. A pre-release song #1 just in Hartford, Connecticut. That's big.
Very.
Yeah.
Very. Wow. It's 8 minutes to the top of the hour. We're talking live with Mr. Benji Myaz. Now, what do you think your legacy should be or will be in music?
A driven energy to stay true to form. That's what it is. And I will say the same thing, that I learned that from, honestly, I think I learned that from people like Bob Marley, speaking on the Jamaican level. You know, I listen to a lot of jazz musicians too, you know, and they have a lot of integrity, you know. So when one passes, Miles Davis is one of my favorite musicians, very deep, very mystic. A lot of people never checked Miles when he was alive, but in death they wanted to know what he was about, because the legacy is there. The music was mystic, so it's true to form. You know, you have to be listening to understand what he's playing. Just don't listen, you know, it's on the TV. But you gotta sit and really, really, really listen. Because people don't listen, that's what it is. It's like they're looking for something in the song. They're looking for a line. That's, you know, maybe a favorite phrase, a favorite hook line there. But, you know, when you listen to instrumental, there's no singing, there's no lyrics. So you really have to be listening to it. I think my music represents it. I would like the people to remember me for that. The clarity and the quality. That's the bottom.
Gotcha. It's the flavorradio.com. Let's get back inside this one right here. It's okay to see Mr. Benji Myaz.